Welcome to reacting to why Africa hates McDonald's. So they have McDonald's in Africa. Why does Africa hate it though? Like, I actually have no idea. So let's find out, you know?
Made possible by Shopify. McDonald's is the most successful restaurant on the planet.
Yeah, I can imagine. I like going there like at least once a month, you know?
By a long shot. It's got the highest revenue. It's the most recognizable brand. There are over 40,000 restaurants worldwide. And the company plans to expand even more.
That's
You
actually
can eat fries
crazy.
under the northern lights, cool off with a McFlurry in the Negev desert, or grab a Big Mac on Guantanamo Bay.
The fact that there is one in Guantanamo Bay, I stumbled there, but the fact they have a Guantanamo Bay McDonald's is actually crazy. Is this like the only McDonald's they have in Cuba, by the way? I don't know. Interesting though.
Even just a few steps from the Vatican, there's a McDonald's. The
Next step is having McDonald's in Vatican City. Leo should think about it, and Leo should be like, we're gonna have our own personal McDonald's in Vatican, and they are going to serve a new hamburger called McPope. That would be massive.
though some of the cardinals find it
Or Mac cheeses, you know? And it would have like 4 types of cheeses in it, you know? Imagine that.
perverse. McDonald's is everywhere. Or at least almost everywhere.
Looking at the map, it's crazy that there's like little to no in Africa. Actually, this map is probably fake because it shows that there's no in Turkey and Romania. That's lies. I bet there is McDonald's in Turkey and Romania.
What happened to McDonald's in Africa? Why are the Golden M's so rare across a continent that's home to almost 1/5 of the world's population? It's not like American fast food hasn't found its way into Africa. KFC is here.
I mean, yeah.
Pizza Hut is here. Even Burger King made it.
Actually, the fact that Burger King is in Africa is actually crazy. That's one of those things that feel like a crazy thing, because even though I live in a city right now, right? Well, smart ass over here saying living in a city. I used to live in a city in the UK, but never mind. I live in a city, I only have one Burger King. Back in the city I used to live in, I had 2 Burger Kings. That's -1. So even though I live in Europe and the city isn't like a massive city, the fact that I only have 1, not 2, and the population of the city is much bigger than the one I used to live in when I had 2, right? It's honestly crazy, but yeah. On the other hand, the fact that there is Burger King in Africa, insane. I wonder if they have like, where is it? Is it like in Kenya or like Ethiopia or like, I mean, South Africa, 100% probably.
So why didn't McDonald's?
I like how I went on a rant about Burger King on a McDonald's video.
This is the story of a company built on rigid standardization, of global ambition colliding with local realities, of politics and corrupt dictator families, of frustrated customers waiting for fries, and the search for the perfect potato.
Oh, okay. So the issue with Africa is the fact that they have soil that isn't good and they can't grow potatoes. Is this like what the video is about? They cannot grow potatoes in Africa, and that's why McDonald's isn't like it like doesn't work in Africa, basically. Is that it?
And I make a video for you guys to see how it looks like.
Yeah. Okay.
McDonald's got off to a promising start in Africa. In 1992, it opened its first location in Morocco. By then, the so-called burger wars were basically over. An intense race for market share in the $48 billion burger industry. A war waged mostly in competitive, aggressive advertising campaigns. The key players were McDonald's, Burger King, and Wendy's. But by the time that fight went global, one of the 3 had clearly pulled ahead. During the mid-90s, McDonald's was operating in 100 countries.
Okay, yeah. Sounds about right.
It claimed to open a restaurant somewhere in the world every 3 hours. Fast food had become one of the purest symbols of globalization, with McDonald's leading the way.
The fact that this guy here is putting in bloody references to everything we saw in the last like 1 to 2, 3 seconds or something is actually crazy.
And Africa was the next logical step in the race for global dominance. So the Big M eventually came to Morocco too. At the time, a full meal at McDonald's cost about 50 dirham or $6.25. The minimum wage in Morocco was about 75 cents per hour.
Okay.
But people showed up anyway.
Yeah.
McDonald's was something Moroccans only knew from movies. It was exciting to finally get a taste. The location added to it. You could sit just steps away from the beach. Today, there are many more in Morocco. One of them is here in Marrakesh. We asked Ismail to check it out for us.
Hello guys, my name is Ismail. I'm from Morocco, exactly Marrakesh, and today we come here at McDonald's to see how it looks like. McDonald's
Looks clean. Looks like every McDonald's I've been to.
in Morocco, not just place for eating in fast food, but also for spend time with family. Sometimes you find people come here and studying here.
Yeah, so that is so McDonald's is basically like the Moroccan equivalent of Starbucks, basically.
Let's go now inside to see how it looks like. So, how you can see, McDonald's she have the typical design.
Yeah.
And she is very, very clean. For the menu also is 100% halal.
It's actually fantastic that they actually have 100% halal, like McDonald's in is Muslim countries, I guess. It's insane that actually they managed to pull it off, you know?
McDonald's adapted its menu to Moroccan customs, serving exclusively halal meat and a traditional post-fast menu during Ramadan.
That is actually smart.
McDonald's success is often credited to this exact balance: standardized products adapted to local tastes. A strategy known as glocalization. The chain was also celebrated as a job creator, particularly for young people at a time when youth unemployment was very high. Beyond just the restaurants, McDonald's created jobs across the supply chain. So, after finding success in Morocco...
By the way, nowadays you cannot even get a job at McDonald's because everybody is so overqualified. Just, you know, I just had to like do that little bit of a jab at the freaking job market over here.
Morocco, McDonald's branched out to other African countries.
Yeah?
In the mid-1990s, South Africa was undergoing a historic transition. Not long before, the apartheid laws had been abolished and the country was starting fresh.
Yeah?
McDonald's seized the moment and opened its first restaurant in Johannesburg in 1995. It was the first McDonald's south of the Sahara. But the real breakthrough came in 2011 when McDonald's sold its South African franchise rights to Cyril Ramaphosa, a former businessman and future president of the country. He scaled...
Okay, that's interesting. Okay. I wonder where that goes.
...the business significantly. By 2025, the country had over 400 McDonald's restaurants. Chances are you have the same entrepreneurial instinct as Cyril Ramaphosa. And if you've ever thought about turning your idea into a business, Shopify can help you. With Shopify, you can build and run your entire business. We've been using it ourselves since 2018 for our sustainable clothing project. Back then, we started with nothing but an idea. With Shopify, we were able to create a professional online store, reach customers around the world, and manage everything from one dashboard. Shopify also gives you access to more than 8,000 apps. With them, you can customize your store however you like. You can add loyalty programs, improve shipping, or streamline your workflow. We really finessed our store.
Have you ever thought about buying Shopify? Have you ever thought about using it? Have you ever thought about starting your own business when there is business for literally everything?
But
I haven't.
Especially if you're just starting out, Shopify comes with a helpful sidekick. It's an AI-powered assistant that has access to all your store data and can help you with all kinds of tasks, from writing product descriptions, creating marketing campaigns, to troubleshooting
This looks like the sidekick you get from YouTube as well.
technical issues and analyzing your store's performance. So if you've been waiting for the right moment to start your own business, this could be it. Visit shopify.com/fern or scan this QR code to try Shopify for free today. McDonald's also managed to expand to Egypt and Mauritius, but that...
Wait, they have McDonald's in where? Mauritius? How did they do that? That's actually crazy. Why would they do that? Like, why would they want to go to Mauritius? They had they had literally the whole bloody continent they could have went to, and they went to tiny island of Mauritius. I mean, country is a country, but like Mauritius, okay, bro.
That's it. All four are among Africa's wealthier countries. So it makes sense McDonald's found footing there. But they're hardly as wealthy to expand to Egypt and Mauritius, but that's it. All four are among Africa's wealthier countries.
I mean, yeah, Mauritius is pretty rich because it's an island.
So it makes sense McDonald's found footing there. But they're hardly the only places on the continent with expanding middle classes and populations with the...
Yeah, where is Algeria and Tunisia? Where is Tanzania? Where is Botswana? What is this? We all know this one. I don't want to mispronounce it. Where is this Ivory Coast? I think Côte d'Ivoire. I think.
Disposable income. KFC, a far less wealthy chain than McDonald's, has managed to gain footing in more than 25 African countries.
Actually, it's impressive that KFC is literally everywhere in Africa. Huh, crazy.
So why is McDonald's in only 4? The answer has 3 components. Number 1, corruption.
Okay.
Back in the 90s, McDonald's tried to enter Tunisia. The company spent 7 years preparing. It did lengthy market research, obtained licenses, established product supply chains, and found a local franchising partner. But eventually, the deal collapsed. It had been blocked by Tunisia's ruling family, the Al Mataris. They wanted the franchise for themselves. They even warned McDonald's, choose the right partner or face the consequences. McDonald's refused and decided to back out completely.
Okay.
Years pass, but in 2009, there's another opportunity. A US ambassador and his wife have been invited to the home of Nesrine Al Matari, daughter of the Tunisian president. Her husband, Sakr Al Matari, is poised to become Tunisia's next ruler. They meet in this impressive beachfront mansion featuring Roman columns, an infinity pool, and a pet tiger called Pasha. They enjoy a lavish banquet, while the country is facing bankruptcy.
I love that they're saying abstract visualization over there.
And staggering unemployment. The ambassador has struggled to get press coverage for his embassy's humanitarian projects, and the Al Mataris agree to help. After all, their family owns some newspapers. In return, they would happily assist McDonald's in entering Tunisia.
Okay.
Maybe they could start at a new port in La Joulette. But it won't come to that.
Oh, the thing, the Arab Spring, right? Yeah, I think.
In December 2010, a young street vendor sets himself on fire in an act of protest. In response, people hit the streets, demand change, and eventually revolution sweeps across the country. Tunisia's president is ousted from power during the
Arab Spring.
Arab Spring.
Man, the fact that I remembered that one, like, this is not my area of interest. I just know that because, like, we had like a couple of classes about this thing during university, and I was there drinking my energy drink. Kind of listening, but not really. But yeah.
The Al Matari family flees into exile. Years of political instability follow, and the economy never truly recovers.
Honestly, they should have, like, McDonald's should have entered the Tunisian market, like, straight after COVID. I wonder if they actually did. Because actually entering any market straight after COVID, like, if the country had, like, you know, regulations put in and, like, you know, lockdowns and stuff, would be the smartest thing ever, because straight after that you have the boom of going to restaurants and stuff like that. Or, well, actually, didn't that fail in real life? I feel like I just failed thinking here, you know, failed thinking here. Like, I forgot it literally failed in real life, that the fact that, like, straight after literally the lockdowns, nobody went to anywhere because they were still scared, like, after the lockdowns, pretty much. Huh.
To this day, McDonald's hasn't opened a single restaurant there. But in many cases, the absence of McDonald's in African countries isn't explained by corruption or political instability.
Okay.
Instead, it comes down to something rather unexpected.
What, potatoes?
Crispy on the outside, soft on the inside. Whether you eat a burger in Germany, Japan, or the US, McDonald's wants their product to be the same experience wherever.
Fun fact, chat, it's not really the same experience. How do I know? Literally a Big Mac in the UK tastes different than the Big Mac in Poland, and that's how I know. Actually, better example of that would be McChicken, because I ate more of those. They taste different. They just generally taste different. Why? Because it's like the meat they source is based the meat they source. The meat they source from like the local places kind of is that tends to be different in like slight ways, and it just like creates it just slightly changes like texture, I guess, or like taste maybe. I'm not actually sure. It just like feels different somehow, which is weird. Or in case of like vegetables, they do tend to like feel much different when it comes to like certain countries. Also, from my friend, I heard the McDonald's in Italy sucks. Like it tastes significantly worse than like in some other places they've been to. So somehow, like if you're from Italy, can you like if you're from Italy and you've been to like McDonald's in other countries, right? Can you actually like testify for that? Because that's like one person saying it, you know?
Where you order it, this reliability is a core aspect of the brand.
Yeah.
That's why McDonald's relies on strict food safety standards and protocols. These cover everything from food sourcing, packaging, and distribution, all the way to how restaurants are run.
Yeah, the way they are run. I'm not happy with the way some of them are actually run, by the way.
Their hygiene rules.
I've seen like some of them being run like in such a like inefficient way that I'm like, 50 people doing one thing. What do you mean 50 people doing one thing?
In every step of production. Ingredients have exact specifications and recipes are standardized down to the finest measurements. And potatoes are at the heart of one of their most important products.
Potato. Imagine McDonald's without potato. Can you imagine that? I cannot.
This is a russet Burbank. It's McDonald's favorite potato for its fries. The fast food giant also relies on varieties such as Shepherdie, Innovator, and Zorba. These potatoes
Can you imagine Innovator potato?
are specifically approved for use and are mainly grown in the US, Canada, and Europe. McDonald's is very specific about how they're to be cultivated. Farmers in the supply chain have to follow strict rules to make sure the quality stays consistent. Because after all, the fries are supposed to taste the same everywhere. Their standards define desired potato length and thickness.
The fries do taste literally the same everywhere. Which is honestly a surprise, in my opinion, because like, how do you manage to make fries literally like taste the same everywhere?
The fries need to be crispy and golden on the outside and fluffy on the inside. McDonald's tries to source their potatoes locally. In Germany, for example, most potatoes come from German farms with additional supplies from neighboring countries.
Yeah.
But in Africa, generally speaking, the exact potato varieties McDonald's prefers are not cultivated at scale.
Oh.
So it might have to ship potatoes over.
So it's not the issue that there is the soil in Africa is incapable of like cultivating those potatoes. It's just the fact that they cannot like have them mass produced
long distances. And that can pose a whole series of risks.
You know how there's the meme with the ice cream machine not working, right? In Africa, they probably have a meme with like there's no fries in the bag.
It's 2022 in Kenya.
Oh, 2022 in Kenya. Okay.
Yeah. KFC is very popular here.
Yeah.
Their potatoes are shipped in from Egypt, but it's
Okay.
COVID and container ships get stuck.
Oh
And so
no.
the chain runs out of fries.
Oh no.
Kentucky Fried Chicken, an American fast food restaurant chain, announced that it's run out of potatoes, fries.
But KFC refuses to use local potatoes to bridge the gap. And that gets people very upset.
According to KFC, these potatoes, these beautiful African potatoes, these beautiful Kenyan potatoes are not considered as potatoes to KFC.
Honestly, if somebody said that Polish potatoes wouldn't be sufficient in their fast food endeavor, I would be as pissed off as that African guy over there from Kenya. You know?
Potatoes are the second most popular staple in Kenya after maize. The country is the 5th largest potato producer in Africa.
I don't
Okay.
get it. What happened to the potatoes that they are growing in Kenya? They are not.
They're not good enough, apparently. According to Mr. American rich entrepreneur, whatever else there is, boss man over there saying we need this type of specifically of potato because any other type of potato no good for fries, apparently.
Good enough for the Kenyan people to eat your
But the issue isn't really the quality of Kenyan potatoes. Just like McDonald's, KFC relies on a specific potato type that turns crispy on the outside and stays soft on the inside when fried. The potato grown by most Kenyan farmers is called shengi, and it doesn't meet these strict requirements.
What? Okay. Pause. What happens when you do a French fries with Kenyan potato? What is it? Is it like very hard on the outside? Is it like very hard on the inside? Is it like very soft on? Well, it's not crispy or soft, or what happens?
A little off topic, but Burger King actually benefited from KFC's misery.
There are some things we can run out of stock, but definitely not fries. Okay, honestly, based.
By running an ad campaign that mocked its rivals' woes.
I love whenever big companies like this take a jab at another company for their failures. I feel satisfied, and I feel very much like very nice piece of marketing over here. I'm happy for it, you know?
Now, we don't know if McDonald's executives are aware of the Kenya KFC fry crisis of 2022, but chances are they studied it closely and drew their own conclusions. And McDonald's supply chain challenges in Africa go beyond potatoes. They have all to do with the equator. To understand what we mean by that, let's take a look at Nigeria.
Okay.
The country has a population of more than 230 million people and is one of the largest economies on the continent.
Yeah, great. We do know that. We do know about this country a lot, you know.
On paper, it looks exactly like the kind of
They have big oil as well.
Market a global fast food giant would want to enter.
Yeah.
And in fact, Nigeria has KFC, Domino's, and Burger King. But once again, McDonald's is missing.
Honestly, I'm not surprised they have Domino's. Why they don't have Pizza Hut?
Likely because while it's economically developed, it's also the ultimate end boss for a reliable cold chain. A cold chain is basically a temperature-controlled supply chain. Its task is to keep products cool the whole time while they're being stored and transported. And depending on the ingredient, the cold chain has to remain uninterrupted to guarantee McDonald's quality and food safety standards. Products like meat have to stay within strict temperature ranges the entire time. To make that possible, temperatures inside trucks and storage facilities are continuously monitored, and logistics teams receive real-time updates if something goes wrong. But in Nigeria, everything can go wrong all the time. In the major city Lagos, power cuts are frequent.
Ah, yes, Lagos. The place that literally... Honestly, I've heard many stories of this place, and the fact that they are mentioning the fact that the power cuts out casually, like, quite often, is one of them.
At the same time, the average temperature is around 34 degrees Celsius.
That is burning hot. That is
so
hot.
when power goes out, frozen burger patties thaw
Oh no. That is tragedy in making, literally.
within just a few hours. That can quickly become a health risk. Nigeria is also enormous, nearly twice the size of Spain.
See, you actually don't see it on the map, but when you think about it, Africa is huge.
Transporting products can involve crossing all kinds of terrain. Rivers, dense forests, and sometimes even savannas. Droughts and floods make transport even more.
That is another story I heard of Lagos. That one time, like quite a bit of the place where there's like a lot of poor people literally flooded.
Difficult. Many roads are in poor condition and full of potholes. All of this makes it incredibly hard to stay within certain transportation timeframes and guarantee ingredients stay cold. Still, it's likely just a matter of time before McDonald's overcomes these hurdles and conquers.
I think that maybe by 2040, they're going to be in most of Africa. Because by then, maybe we have AI that creates like sufficient technology for them to, like, you know, I don't know, magically store their food without needing that much electricity or something.
The country has already transformed rapidly in recent years. Its growth potential.
I mean, yeah, development of this country is insane in a way. Like, this country is developing huge.
Potential is enormous, and the big M.
So honestly, the fact that like overcoming the electricity issue I think it should be very easy for them, especially that they have like huge oil deposits,
miss out.
and they are not European Union. They don't need to like care about the whole environment thing, you know.
But for now, instead of chasing the big gold, as one executive put it, McDonald's may target smaller countries first, where supply chains
I mean, yeah, Tanzania.
are more easily secured. But, you might wonder, if the whole supply chain is so difficult, Africa being this whole final fast food frontier, etc., why did KFC manage to establish itself all across Africa then? Excellent question. 3. Crispy chicken. First, KFC has adapted its menu in African countries to local tastes. For example, KFC Ghana serves jollof rice, a popular West African rice dish cooked in a tomato sauce. But likely the reason for KFC's success is mostly the focus on chicken. In 2024, chicken was the most consumed meat. And
I mean, yeah, that makes sense, honestly, because like, who doesn't like chicken? Like, the thing is, especially like even in like Muslim countries, like I feel like KFC is probably much more sought after than the McDonald's, because like, okay, chicken everywhere, like literally chicken, you know, chicken. I feel like halal chicken. Like I have never heard of halal beef ever. Halal chicken, on the other hand, I've been to places, I ate it, you know, nothing new, right? Like I feel chicken is like one of those pieces of meat that's like universal everywhere. Like, you know, you can have like all of those, you know, fancy, not so great like pieces of meat, like, you know, the innards, the intestines and stuff like that. You can have like, you know, the pork, you have the beefs, you can have the lamb, you can have, you know, many types of meat, right? But then you have chicken and poultry in general, right? And it's like, yeah, who wouldn't eat it? Everybody would eat it, literally. So, and the fact that literally, I feel like chicken is part of like literally every culture. Like, you can find like some type of chicken recipe literally in every culture. And on top of that, KFC uses rice, right? I feel like this is a pretty significant part of like why KFC actually functions in Africa, because I feel like rice is much easier to get by in Africa than like, you know, some other things.
Africa. Compared to beef, it's cheaper and more accessible.
See, it's cheaper and more accessible. And more people like it, I think. Okay, I need someone into the comment section say, are you like, okay, chat, are you team chicken or are you team beef? Because I am team chicken, personally. It's very easy to screw up beef. And it's very hard to screw up chicken. Like, the only thing I can imagine happening is undercut cooked chicken. And that would be like an atrocity. But like beef is much easier to mess up. Like, I don't know why, but like, sometimes when I go eat like a beef burger and stuff like that, they have like off taste, and I'm like, what is going on here?
Chicken also has shorter production cycles, higher food efficiency, and lower overall production costs. KFC benefits from all that. And in Africa, the overwhelming majority of its chicken is locally sourced. That means shorter supply lines, fewer imports, and less costs.
Yeah.
McDonald's is aware of these advantages. As beef prices rise in the US, for example, the chain is increasingly moving toward chicken-based options as well. But we were unable to find out to which degree a chicken-heavy menu might be part of McDonald's expansion plans into more African countries.
Honestly, they could like try McDonald's Light and have like, you know what they could do? Okay. They could have like McDonald's Light in Africa, where they have like mostly chicken-based products, right? And in terms of like beef products, like, you know, Big Macs and such, they will be like, you know, what do you call it? They will be like happening like every couple of months. That they will be like, you know, special thing, you know, that sort of thing, like, you know, something that just pops up from time to time, I guess, when there is supply of it, you know, and fries as well. You know what they could actually do? They could actually probably go by with making chicken fries instead of like regular fries. And maybe like, yeah, I think maybe doing something like that will be better for them in Africa, probably. Because if there's a lot of chicken fries would be better than regular fries. Especially that they are like, we need the specific type of potato for it to be perfect, you know? So I think that would be like the best thing they could do, actually. The video was pretty decent, honestly.
It would make
There's
sense.
still a bit left.
We've established that McDonald's is historically brilliant at globalization. And perhaps it's that globalization that makes McDonald's feel so inevitable. It's not for nothing that its hero item is used as a type of economic index.
The Big Mac index. Oh boy. How expensive is Big Mac? I like that this is very new, I think, because there is no longer any Big Macs in Russia. But yeah. So where is the most expensive? I like that Liechtenstein and Switzerland are literally the same. Why is it so expensive in Argentina? Is that the Argentinian inflation? Also, why is it so cheap in Japan? Where's Poland? Lithuania, Latvia, Poland, 391, and compared to UK, there's 517. I think that's outdated. This one might be outdated. I think it's. I'm pretty confident it might be a bit more than. Actually, I think it might be a bit more than 535. Actually, okay. Thinking about it, the fact that it costs more to get a Big Mac in Uruguay than it costs in the United States is actually crazy, in my opinion. But yeah, let's forget about this one. Let's forget about this, you know? Also, where is the cheapest one, actually? Oh, Pakistan. Okay.
And this inevitability ties into this vague feeling that as places grow richer, they converge towards this.
Honestly, I could make like whole ass videos of me looking at maps and talking about maps. I should probably do that at some point, you know? That would be fun.
Same set of brands and aesthetics, just slightly tweaked to local taste.
Yeah.
Like, of course there's a McDonald's in Venice, just as there will be matcha lattes and mayonnaise-leaning sushi. For now, it feels like much of Africa is proof that even one of the world's most powerful brands can't just expand everywhere. But for how long? Because
that is very true.
One thing is clear. McDonald's will keep trying. And as Hemingway put it, change happens slowly and then all at once.
That is a very good like ending the video. Change happens slowly and then all at once. Literally. Pretty good video, honestly. I didn't expect me getting like interested in the logistics of McDonald's in Africa. Like, I mean, I didn't learn like I didn't learn as much as I thought I would, because I thought like the issue would be soil and the fact that they wouldn't like. I mean, the issue is soil and the fact that they cannot grow the type of potato they want in certain parts of Africa, and they in the parts they actually can grow it in, they don't have the enough supply of it, right? And then you have like issues related to the fact that, you know, logistics, and then you also have the issues of corruption, which is like nothing new in Africa, because when you think about Africa, you unfortunately think about all of the corruption, warlords, and civil wars going on, like so many unfortunate things, right? But yeah, the video itself was pretty good. I'm surprised I doubled the time of the video, actually. But yeah, thank you for watching. See you another time, and goodbye.